I remember one time I was coming back from somewhere. I don't know exactly where I was coming back from. I was just taking a walk. I was just walking, but I was basically just reflecting back on my past life. And one thing many people don't know about me, at least, okay, maybe not many people, but basically my past life, especially up until recently, let's say like the last year or two. Yeah, the last, let's just say since like maybe 2021, 2022. I was, or let's say to no, let's say since 2020, thereabouts. I was really, really like in a dark place in my life. But most of all these times I was like a teenager and stuff, so maybe it's part of just being like a stupid teenager. But I was in a really, really dark place. I had like confidence issues, I had anxiety, I had low self esteem, I had depression, I had suicide thoughts, I had like all this crazy rubbish in my head. And it pissed me off because I remember like when I would just sit down to remember those times. Like that day I was just walking. It's hurt me because I felt the pain that 14-year-old me used to feel, that 15-year-old me, that 16-year-old me, that 17-year-old me. I think around 18-year-old me, but the pain had started to reduce by that time. But I felt that pain again, and it really hurt me. I felt hurt, and that was modern day now. Because just thinking back to that time in my life, I didn't like myself. I just hated my life. It was hard. It was just hard for me. Maybe now that I'm saying to you, you might not really understand, and you might just be like, "Oh, what was so hard for you? Like you have not even really experienced life. You're just system," which is true. But at the time, it felt really tough. And one thing I like to say a lot is like, even not that I started like journaling and basically maybe found self improvement to a degree, I might have committed suicide. The way my suicide, whatever. The way my life was just going, I just like it wouldn't have been surprising. Like now that I look back to it, then I didn't really see it as like it didn't really occur to me. But now that I look back at it, if you just heard randomly that I poisoned myself, or I hanged myself, or I jumped from a bridge, it won't really be surprising. If me that will hear it and see somebody like that, it won't surprise me because like so many demons, so many resentment, so many pain and stuff, they have just built up inside this kid that it's just ugly that death no longer even looks scary anymore. Imagine how fucked up that is. Death is literally not scary anymore. That you don't mind taking your own life. Assuming you won't die maybe in like an accident or gunshots or something like that. Like killing yourself. Like it's not. Death, like I'll make a video on suicide in the future, but death no longer scares you. You should imagine how fucked up that person is in the head. I'm not in a bad way. Like the person is going crazy and so you just imagine how many demons are just up there. So it's dark. But I remember, but the thing that now annoyed me the most was, I now looked at myself modern day, and now I'm significantly better. I'm not walking around with like suicide thoughts or anything. But I just thought to myself, I still have many of these problems I had then. I still have low self-esteem to some degree. Like I don't feel like my self-esteem is really low anymore. But it's not really as high as I want it to be. I still have confidence issues. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm not confident at all. Like I feel like I'm decently confident. Like I'm decent. My confidence level is decent. It's not really high or stuff, but it's like good. It's good enough. That's it for me. But I just thought like it's still kind of low at the same time. I just thought brain I was broke as fuck. Right now still broke as fuck. Then and all these little problems, I just realized like so many of these problems I still have them today. And I just like this is one of my new missions now, is to just basically solve all these problems for myself and basically just teach people how I solved it, things that worked for me to solve all these problems. I show people how I did, because somebody like me during that time I was 16, if I just found somebody that had gone through something similar and especially had come out of the other side and it was like, hey, this really helps me out, I don't mind selling my soul to that person. That's fucked up to say, but literally then I wouldn't have minded selling my soul, because I was just like, I needed help. I really needed help. I just needed somebody to just pay attention, to just listen to me, to just help me. But nobody came. I got no help. So if I can do that for somebody else out there, to me I feel like that would be a blessing. And like, because but the thing is that it starts with you. Like they usually say, you can't pour for an empty cup. If you have a cup and your cup is like, it's only if this your cup is full you can start pouring for somebody else. If you have this cup and the cup is empty, like what the fuck do you want to pour? So that means I have to work on myself. I have to like try to become a better person. I actually have to increase my self-esteem. I actually have to increase my confidence. I actually have to increase like my my finances and stuff. I actually have to increase like my discipline, my work ethic, my consistency. Get rid of all these stupid bad habits like checking off or scrolling on social media or whatever. And like I actually have to improve myself basically. I actually have to become a better person to be able to help, maybe not you, but somebody that really needs that. And I also won't kind of start to, especially when I start to find all those solutions, I want to kind of start to tailor these videos towards my younger self. Because if when I was 16, then I just found a channel like this, when the channel had no editing, no special editing, the channel had no fancy, like it was just like a simple channel like this. And by the way, I love editing and stuff. In the future we'll discuss more on all those stuff. But if I just found somebody that had gone through something similar and he had the solution, like he's like, hey, I used to fap like crazy and I don't fap anymore, and this is what I did to help me stop fapping. Like I said earlier, I literally wouldn't mind selling my soul to that person. So basically I just want to become that person for like people, some people that are going through that stuff. And it might not even necessarily be just a 16-year-old, it could be like an 18-year-old, it could even be like a 24-year-old, it could like just people going through something like that. And if I can solve the problem, so actually kind of find a real solution to it, maybe not permanent, but like something that actually works, not all this. Because many of and as painful as it is actually true, many YouTube videos and stuff, like of course their intention is like they want to help you kind of, but their main agenda is to just get views, especially if it's a faceless channel. I've been studying faceless channels for a while now, so trust me, if it's a faceless channel, their main agenda is to get views and make money. Then maybe the second agenda under that is like trying to help you. So I'm not like, it's not a bad thing, because me too, like I make videos also, I want to get views and make money, who doesn't? But I also want to start to kind of make it my priority to actually help you. So I have something big coming very soon, so maybe I might have announced it already, but if I've announced it or not, like you will know. By the time when the time is right, you will know. So basically I just want to solve all these problems I had for myself and help people out. Hopefully I'm able to actually do that. I'm able to solve all these problems. I'm able to slay all these demons and show you how I did it and show you what works for me, so that hopefully anybody that is out there that has a similar problem is able to kill his own demons as well.